What a drop here on PLTR stock. Palantir Technologies Inc. continues to test key support levels, and it wasn't the only stock falling here. We also have the SPY here that received a bear indicator early on in the pre-market since 7:10 a.m. You could see it there popping up directly over on our Discord, and it did not get canceled till 11:30 a.m. and further weakness there on 42 Vision. Outflows crossed the midpoint to the downside. Pure weakness there, and call options were losing value while put options went up 300% plus within minutes to an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts and receive the clarity and edge that you deserve within the volatility of the markets, check out the link down below in the description to the 42 Vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots, and joining the community of members using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. The link is down below in the description to the 42 Vision indicators and the top pinned comment. We look forward to having you join us and getting you connected to gain the clarity and edge that you deserve within the volatility of these charts and the markets. So here we are with the SPY, right? Trying to hold itself up and falling downwards. And I want you guys to see that even though PLTR is not directly correlated to the SPY, the last two trading days, it has nearly followed how the SPY has reacted. It's not just PLTR falling. You have QQQ falling, you have the SPY falling, and those are things to not ignore here. But we want to keep in mind how we have hit and broken through the $90 area here in the aftermarket hours and in today's trading day, and how crucial it is based off the history of the chart. Now, we have also done full transitions here from the rip area to multiple dip areas of Weatherford borders on 42 Vision. And if this is your first time coming across the channel, this is 42 Vision, which allows us to see the dips from the rips to the dips, and where the strength and weakness lies within the charts. And we also use our bull and bear indicators and inflow versus outflow as extra layers of confirmation, which I'm going to pull up here and you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 Vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. So in our previous videos, we've talked about PLTR, how long we've talked about PLTR back in the day when it was IPO'd, below IPO pricing, the times it ran up, it came back down, and we talked about the value of this stock, how it was part of the defense sector, and a lot of it was speculated to not be fully priced in the value of this company. Some people state that this could even be speculated to be $1 trillion company, and we're still only at 200 billion at these levels. And back in the day when it was below 50, it wasn't even a $100 billion company. Now, we have a lot of things going on recently, apart from the chart showing us those bear indicators on the 1 hour, the 2 hour, since way up here at 124. These were the first bear indicators to pop up since back at the $80 level. You also have the 4 hour one since back down here at $76 level, and it has overextended here pretty weak and pretty strong to the downside, with bear indicators popping up above 120. Now, a lot of people are speculating, could this still hit the $130 price target that once it broke through 120, 125, and then came 130, and we're back below 100. It was the first time ever PLTR made it above 100, and in the bigger picture, this pullback is something so small, because when you zoom out, you could see how this stock has moved, right? It's had its pullbacks, its consolidations, and we're up here now. It was seeming pretty frothy, right, to a lot of people, and that was something to not ignore. And this has been a day trader's paradise on the way up and even on the way down, right? Day traders trade both sides, look for weakness, look for strength, and look for setups as they break. And we're looking at this day to day, but in the bigger picture, it is speculated, like I stated, to be a half a trillion, which is 500 billion, or even $1 trillion company. So there's still a lot of value not even priced in to these charts and this company long term. Now, it started to fall due to this news. This was the big news that really shook things up. Palantir shares plunge on news of the Pentagon budget cuts order, right? And it's not just for this year, but 8% per year for the next 5 years. So the whole entire market and PLTR stockholders, long-term investors, short-term investors are trying to price this in and see where this falls, because even though PLTR is not going to get hit directly, that whole entire 8% of its value, it's still going to affect the stock some way or another, right? Because those budget cuts still affect it due to the fact that it's part of that sector. Now, there's also AI involved in this stock, and also possibility of a DOGE contract with the government, and that's something that will not be ignored here for PLTR. Everybody can state what they want, and we're looking at technicals here just alone, but bigger picture, this is some of investors individually and also Wall Street investors such as Cathie Wood and many others, top performing stock in their portfolio, right? So right now, short term, lots of movement, frothiness up here above 100, could not hold. 130 is still a huge price target that a lot of people are speculating on, and we talked about how sharp this pullback can be below 100, right? And we broke through it. 95, 90 gets broken through, and then back down here towards 80 and even the $75 to $73 level. These are levels to not be ignored that can be touched, and it's going to be crucial to hold, because then that could be the next wave of sell-off and weakness here. And the market is also reacting to the fact that the CEO wants to sell shares this year, and that doesn't seem so confident for shareholders to want to hold into his selling pressure or thoughts of selling. So that's going to be interesting this year. If the stock finds support and runs back up and even tests new all-time highs, and he's selling into that pressure, then it was just a nothing burger, right? Just an overreaction to the news. But if it continues to go down into his selling pressure, well, that's not going to look so good in the confidence of the personal CEO and then also investors investing into PLTR. And Cathie Wood has started to unload some stocks too. Now, her full position, but something to watch. So we're under a bear indicator here on multiple time frames, and even the 1 day. We were watching this. Every time we kept on pushing higher, we broke through 100, we went to 110, we went to 115, we broke through 118, which was a resistance up here. We hit 120, 125, and here we are under a bear indicator for the first time since down here at $73. And that's why that is a crucial level here. And a bear indicator popped up, and it has been dominating since the 118.60 level. And I'm going to break down the key levels I would watch going into tomorrow. So the first thing is support, guys. We're below 90, then comes 88, then comes 85, guys. And if 85 gets broken through, I'll be watching 83. Now, to the upside, we want to see multiple time frames start to bring up those inflows, cross the midpoint to the upside, cancel out these bear indicators, get a bull indicator in the process, and the first resistance here is 90, and then comes 94, guys. It rejected 3 times around that area. That 94 to 95 level is crucial, and then if that can get broken through, then I'll be watching 98 and 100. I look forward to seeing your thoughts down below, and if this is what you think that it's going to continue to go lower, do you think these bear indicators are going to hold strong, or will you think that bull indicator will pop up? I look forward to seeing your thoughts down below in these levels, where we're at. Could we double bottom here and bounce back up, or we're going to just have a break even further, because there's a lot of room here based off the history of the chart and where that gap up happened to even gap down and test it. Doesn't mean we need to stay there, but the possibility of testing it is always there as well, especially if they get broken through and weakness continues and those outflows remain below the midpoint. If you guys want to receive the clarity and edge that you deserve within the charts, check out the link down below to get equipped with 42 Vision and join the members using it. We look forward to getting you connected and having you join our community. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.